Greetings, people. Yard reviews. Right now, we're going to be talking about a movie that's been going through so much controversy. The Interview, everybody knows. They released it on various platforms and certain theaters this past Christmas. And yeah, me and Irv, we scrambled to go and watch it, and we're reviewing it for you guys right now. And I mean, my first impression of The Interview, I just didn't see what the whole fuss was about. You know what I mean?
It was a typical Seth Rogen, James Franco film.
Yeah, listen, I saw this movie. There were some laughing points there.
Yeah.
And I could see the point where, but I could see where people might feel that it might be offensive. But I mean, I've seen movies that done worse.
Yeah.
Like.
But you got to remember the politics and the way the countries are run are different. So.
Yeah.
That even now, because we saw Team what is it? Team.
Yeah, Team America.
Team America.
Yeah.
And some people will allow it. His father did, and if that was to show now, then I'm sure that would not be on the bill as well.
Yeah.
But this whole hacking thing made it, and then now finding out it wasn't North Korea that was behind it, it was some lady behind a desk.
Exactly.
I don't know who, some Jane or Jill.
Yeah.
Made it seem like a overly, sort of complicated marketing sort of scam or something. I mean, I know no one wants their details out on the internet and all this dirty laundry to air, but.
I can tell you, this is probably the best publicity for any film.
Any film.
To come out for this past year or years, because...
If it wasn't for the publicity for the film, I bet it would have just been kind of lost in the hype.
It would have just released like normal,
and no one
would have
got its mixed reviews, and then
exactly,
and it
would have been just put in the pile and put away. But because this film has been embroidered in so much different controversy, and just after watching the film, and just my normal take of it, just a typical Seth Rogen film with
comedy.
Yeah, with James Franco. I mean, it's like This Is the End is the same vein of a film like that, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's like a satire, you know what I mean? You're just laughing at certain situations, and I like how they kind of poked with reality as well, like that whole scene with Eminem in the beginning was just hilarious. That was hilarious, and it's just crazy, you watch it, and then you can take away so many different things from it. But what I took away was it's just a regular comedy. I mean, the same thing was even done in Hot Shots with Saddam Hussein as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Killing Saddam and all of that stuff. Before Saddam was even dead, you know what I mean? You killed Saddam before he was even dead, and it's like, come on. I mean, the same thing with Kim Jong. Yeah,
I think now watching it, we would have taken away the same thing that we would have taken away from it if there wasn't any controversy. So it was just an entertaining film, and that's it. Exactly.
It was just a film.
But it's now become a talking point.
Yeah.
That has gone beyond its sort of lifespan than it normally would have.
You know what I mean? The guys are on Vice. They did this big interview on Vice regarding their film, and I mean, you don't get on Vice unless you cause some sort of whirlwind. Yeah. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I mean, listen, if it wasn't for the hack and it wasn't for anything that surrounded that, it definitely wouldn't have gotten as much buzz as it got. But you know what happened? It worked for them, because I heard that a lot of people watched it online. Yeah. A lot of people bought the cinema tickets and watched it in the cinemas that they were showing it at. Yeah. And they did it on December 25th regardless. They were like, listen, regardless of these threats or whatever, you're not going to threaten Hollywood. We're going to still put out our movie, and people will still get to watch it. And they fed the consumers. That's what they did, and which was good.
I'm just checking the box office, because Wikipedia is saying the budget was 40 million and they made $1 million. So I don't know, maybe they're gonna be making it another way.
To be honest with you,
maybe on DVD release. And
well, listen. To be honest, they might even do a wide release, maybe in January.
Possibly
a wider release. Possibly. So if people still want to.
It's not released here in theaters.
Yeah, but I mean,
so that we know of anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it's online. People can purchase for $5.99 online. I bet a whole bunch of people have purchased it, so it's doing well. So I mean, I don't really see what the big fuss is about. Typical Seth Rogen comedy film, the same thing you get from a Pineapple Express or a what you call it,
Neighbours, or
you know what I mean, one of those films. So yeah, I mean, as far as rating it, I just rate it like a typical film. It had its laughing points. It was cool. 7.5.
That's quite high. I was gonna say 6.5.
I was well. It's not that bad to deserve a 6.5.
It's not bad. I'm just saying it's a typical film.
Yeah.
And that if you give it more, then it's... If I give it any more, it's because I'm giving it because of all the... Oops, Tab's talking. Because of all the controversy. But then I would give it that if Sony actually created that. Like if that was the part of their marketing campaign, but it wasn't. It was a byproduct.
Exactly. Well, I'll go with a 7. I'll go with a 7 cams, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a pretty, average film in that aspect, but because of the controversy, everybody got to watch it, and it was just an okay film.
Yeah.
So that's all we really have to say about the interview. You guys should really go out and watch this online now. You guys need to download it, watch it, support it if you feel curious about it. Like I say, if you enjoyed the Seth Rogen films with James Franco, This Is the End and Pineapple Express, it's in the same kind of vein as that. And if you like those films, you'll definitely enjoy this one. So go out and watch the interview. I give it a 7 cams or give it a 6.5, and that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, me and Earth signing out. Big up yourself.